It's a high-speed chase on the interstate with a possible kidnapping victim in the car and terrified commuters caught in the path of pursuit.
It all started in McFarland at a rental property on Terminal Drive around 9 o'clock. But what happened next quickly put authorities on alert in Rock County. News 3's David Douglas joins us live now from McFarland with more on this story tonight. David?
Eric, this wild story started this morning in McFarland about 9 o'clock when police say a man showed up at this house, barged in, and dragged his girlfriend from her home, sending officers and deputies on a hot pursuit that lasted nearly 50 miles.
From listening to the radio transmission, this was an extremely intense, serious, dangerous incident.
It wasn't spike strips, but standing water that finally brought a car careening out of control to a halt.
It kept on going up until it hit that pond, and then at that time, the smoke came out of the engine, and we knew that the chase was over.
The dramatic end to an equally petrifying pursuit. Our cameras rolled as kidnapping suspect 33-year-old Eldon Winda was arrested after speeding down the interstate to Rock County, at times driving against traffic with his girlfriend in the passenger seat.
At that point, the sheriff's office in Rock County did authorize the use of deadly force if necessary.
This afternoon, police detailed the violent abduction.
The information from the initial call was that the suspect had forcibly entered the residence and took a female occupant out of the home at knife point.
It turns out Winda, serving time in jail for drug charges, was granted short-term release this morning on Huber privileges to look for a job. Instead, says Sheriff Dave Mahoney, he put domestic violence back in the headlines.
Today's incident ended successfully. But there are hundreds of incidents across this nation that don't end successfully.
Officials are glad the suspect's vehicle, which belonged to his girlfriend, is the only thing wrecked. And they're praising officers who put their lives on the line for others.
And in the end, saved the life of a woman and saved the lives of all those on the interstate that could have easily been injured in an accident.
The victim, that man's girlfriend, did have cuts to her arms and face and a bump on the head. And as for that chase, deputies tell me it reached speeds of at least 75 miles an hour.
Well, David, what about the charges? What is Eldon Winda facing?
Well, there are no decisions on that yet, Susan, but it might include kidnapping charges, eluding police charges, and I am told specific charges for putting people so at risk going the wrong way down the interstate.
Indeed, a dangerous situation there. David Douglas reporting live from McFarland tonight. David, thank you.